People in San Francisco are friendly and diverse.
They're not judgmental, and they're very like liberal. They're open for, you know, anything and stuff like that.
They have the best dressed and the worst dressed people too.
Yeah, there's also homeless people.
Yeah, there's a lot of hobos, but they have some interesting dress. Hobo look is in, guys. Hobo look is in.
Those gosh darn hippies. That's who San Franciscans are, and Giants fans. Giants fans and hippies.
They're very hipster, but don't call them a hipster.
But they're fantastic.
In Sacramento, people believe that San Franciscans are made up entirely of hipsters and bums. However, San Francisco's culture is one of the most diverse in the country. We came to San Francisco to find out more.
Everybody wants to be in San Francisco right now. This is the epicenter of the world technology boom.
I feel like people come here because of the opportunities here. There are tons of opportunities in the tech industry, in the creative industry.
There's a lot more educated people moving to San Francisco with like larger incomes and things, you know, because it's a very enterprising city at the moment.
We're young, I guess we work in technology, so we're like part of the most recent generation of migrants to the city.
Also, it's just a fun city to live in. You know, people like the energy that we emit.
It's where people go to discover themselves.
It's the last stop too for a lot of people.
Yeah, people come here to be free. Like, this is a place that encourages you to be an individual.
Well, a friend of mine has a theory. He says that there's a prerequisite that in order to live in the city you have to be crazy.
I feel more free here. Like, it's a place more appropriate for people like have like more of your mind, like crazy mind. A crazy man flows better here in San Francisco.
It's like such a culture shock being here sometimes, so I don't know, it's fun and it's exciting. That's what draws me here.
That's what San Francisco's strength is. There's a very esoteric, collective, it's beyond diversity. It's a very powerful place, and if we don't stand up to people coming in with all this profligate cash, we're going to lose the culture.
I don't know, the attitude of the people in San Francisco has really changed a lot in the last 5 years. It used to be a lot more open and friendly towards everyone, and now it's gotten more like if you don't have, then you're not part of. And it's like, I don't know, San Francisco's never worked like that. I don't think it will. I think it'll go back to the way it was.
And that's what I fear the most, is the loss of the artists and the people who break ranks and go and create new ways of seeing things. They're the ones who move culture, and they don't usually take jobs and make a lot of money because they're making art. And we need to foster a place for the artists. We must always foster a place for the artists because they are the most important people in our culture.
As San Francisco becomes more of a business-oriented city, the culture seems to be changing as the characters of the city become more associated with their jobs. The nature of business now rooted within San Francisco even seems to sustain such characters of the city, as the homeless feel less accepted in society and the artists become businessmen. Now the question is, will this city's culture come back to what it was before, or will it turn into a new type of culture? This has been Rio Fernandez reporting for KBFT Sacramento.